No. I simply asked. I said, I wish I could have that's dry begging. Well, I mean, you know what that is.
Oh, gosh. Hi, everybody. And I think Tim is going to be dry begging for some subs. I know, I'm back. I just can't help it. This is YouTube content gold that Sarasota Tim is putting out. And when you are a commentator and you are getting ready to go to trial with this person. Oh, I should add that to my banner. Hold on. Let me edit this. Let me edit this. I need to put 51 days to trial. Hold on. How is everybody this afternoon? Sorry. I've learned that there's this banner, and obviously we want to maximum troll Sarasota Tim. My name is Ray, otherwise known as Life Vibe. I'm a registered nurse here in the United States, and I am currently in the process of taking Sarasota Tim to court for flagging. And we are on the road to 10K subs, everybody. YouTube has finally allowed me to surpass the 3,833 that I seem to have been stuck at forever. Because of, sorry, I'm hitting the table too much, because of my algorithmic hold, thanks to the malicious copyright flagging of my channel by none other than good Christian Sarasota Tim, a man who believes that commentary channels are worthless, and he is very upset that we are here, and he just doesn't understand. I mean, he makes him feel special. And, I want to get back over to cheap off-grid living Mikey. But Tim is just adding so much entertainment value to the platform that could potentially be dry for drama this summer. That this community, I mean, if people are not finding the Life and Vibe community and calling out some really grifters on this YouTube platform, then people are really missing out, because I've been here calling out MLM companies, people trying to pretend that they're on healthcare journeys and weight loss journeys that are just actually shields for doing content that's probably promoting eating more than it's not promoting it. I'm now working my way to Sarasota Tim, who now thinks it's a political takedown. Yeah. We're back to the back live chats. Yeah. Hey, come on in, little Lotus. Hey, Thomas. Yeah. Had all the fun. Hi. Oh, hey, Brianna. Good to see you. I like gravy sommelier. That's obviously for Chantel, because Chantel is very... Chantel does drink that gravy, girl. I like it. I love it. And Tim thinks I'm on his gravy train, so that works over here. Yeah, it's good to see you back, everybody. We're glad you're feeling better. Yeah, grab a seat. I'm glad you're able to join us, Angel, for moderation, because Catherine might be asleep at this hour or someone, and Sammy's probably working. So I really appreciate you being here. So I really appreciate it. It is. I love it. So Tim is, having to come back with 30 minutes of just rebuttal. And Sarasota Tim is obviously on the gravy train too, but his subscribers are falling, everybody. And he does address it in a couple of videos today. We are on the road to 10K. I just laugh. I do these things to really troll Tim. That's why I have the ticker down here today. At some point, we'll probably take it off once I get the videos reactions sorted. But it might just roll in order just to irritate Tim. So I'm not going to lie. It's 51 days to trial, guys. And just the trolling, it's getting to him. And thank you for subscribing. Thank you for liking. There is a poll. Let me get to that. Let me tell you about the poll. It's kind of a poll. So Tim is not returning the clubs because, finish the sentence. And if you think there's a better option, write it in the comment section down below. I'd love to hear what you have as why you think he's not returning the clubs. So number one, and actually sitting at 78%. If you saw last night's video, you probably make sense. He is a malignant narcissist, in my opinion. And even though I am a registered nurse here in the United States, got to throw my disclaimers out. Sorry, guys. I know it's repetitive. I am not giving any medical advice. It's only educational information purposes only. I do not treat or diagnose. And if you are having to have anything, even though I can answer general information questions around topics around health, because I am training to be a nurse educator, I do recommend that you always, always discuss these with your healthcare provider. And I know there's some things that we've discussed here that people have been able to discuss with their healthcare providers, and the information's been beneficial. But then again, I have licensure and I am a licensed professional. And so I'm okay in my space. Sarasota Tim, though, is a performative Christian and probably shouldn't be saying anything. Okay, number 2. Why is Tim not returning the clubs? Because he pawned them and kept the bag. So there's a lot of thoughts going around the community that potentially one of the reasons why Tim is so reticent and just digging his heels and not doing the right thing and just getting this off his channel. I mean, it could be, I could put in a 4th option where he just is literally wanting to get the clickbait, to get the monetization, to get the money because his channel is so dead. I should have put that option down. See, now I'm thinking of more options. But, there is the thought that maybe he pawned them because there's, and kept Johnny's bag and, got some clubs from a, yard sale and did it that way because Tim is always looking to get money to himself to do whatever he wants to do. And he would never thought that there'd become such a issue about the clubs. And I also, like I said, the malignant narcissist probably would fall into the clickbait, rage bait, it being monetized. And yes, I absolutely am going to monetize this. And every penny goes to support my dogs. And so I appreciate it. And Roscoe just had his updates. This is about the low calories I'll get. I'll talk about my rescue dogs because with this community, I can keep growing. And one of my goals one day, if I ever get a big enough channel, not that it would ever become actual content, is to use this money to fulfill that dream. I'd like to be able to use that in order to have a place to get dogs who are, more unadoptable, long-term in shelters, often breeds such as pit bulls, bullies, that a lot of people don't want to handle, and be able to get them out of the shelters and into a home. And we need to. So I appreciate it because that's really what this channel does. And so I really am so grateful. And then with the mission of just calling out people who are unlicensed and unqualified to give information on the internet. Tim is not qualified to talk about financial advice. He's certainly not qualified to talk about medical advice of any type of medical. And my attorneys have warned him to stop, and he has not. And that's why he's also going to court. All right. And then the last choice is Tim's not returning the clubs because he was truly gifted them. Truth. Because Tim is telling the truth. Okay, guys, let's get over to the reacts. And if you haven't had a chance yet, I'm trying to be real pro over here. Look at me go. Make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. Let's get to that 10K subs by the end of the year. I'm sitting at 3,838 in an algorithmic stranglehold thanks to this malicious flagger on the internet. He doesn't understand how the YouTube community works and is literally having a meltdown. I don't know what else to say, guys. Tim is, he looks like he's let's just 1.5 speed. Let me make Timmy the star of the stage because 87 wonderful souls in the chat at the moment. I can't love it all. Love you all. I'll do my, I can't, I don't know how to do it. The kids do it so good. Okay.
Visible. I just made this fresh pot, but I turned the heater off like 15 minutes earlier, and I just, didn't want it to cool down. So just enough for that 1 cup in that last bit. Got a brand new one here. Never run out of cream, baby. Always got to have plenty of cream. So, welcome to morning chat. And I am going to do Crushing It for Christ. Here's the problem. I mean, it's not a problem, but it is a problem.
I don't even know if he has a GED, Dennis. Unless that GED has got anything to do with any of this.
I can't even get erect.
Trying to refer to. You're brand new? Oh, he's brand new. Doctors love that cream. Yeah, it seems like the diet on the statin medications has gone to the wayside. He's doubling down. But guess what? That's your coronary arteries, Tim. Nobody else's. And I'd probably get sliced out by YouTube if I showed that picture of the aneurysm due to atherosclerotic disease that I saw in my textbook. Yes, and I still have a textbook, even though I'm almost 60. Yes, because why? Because it's really good to keep your brain going. Keep learning.
I've had 1 cup this morning. I'm all showered. My glaucoma is definitely working on me. My eyes are, when I wake up this left eye in the morning. Folks, I'm putting it to it, man. It's 10 cups. I put 5 scoops. It's 8 cups. I put 4 scoops. But I don't take my finger and shave it off anymore. I just scoop it. If it has a little mountain on the top of it.
Gosh. I mean, I know it's morning. Something about this, okay, and this is just me as a medical professional, okay? I do not treat, diagnose. I'm just assessing, okay? The way that he's talking, he's dry begging to, of course, he seems a little incoherent. Something makes me think that there might have been something else added to that cream and coffee. Like a nip, as we say in the UK. Because he seems just something, just the whole speech, the way he rages, it just gives me like a drunk at a bar. I'm going to be honest. I'm not going to lie. Not going to, I don't want to start awful rumors because I know people try to say that that's me. No, I'm drinking a sparkling water. It's the middle of the day. I'm not, but something he is just, if you listen to the speech. Now, I can slow him down because he's at 1.5 just to hear his speech pattern because sometimes, oh no, that was normal speed. Oh my gosh, guys, I haven't even sped him up. That is his normal speech. Oh, wow. Okay, let's listen to his normal speech and then we'll speed him up so it's not such a long react. But there's something I didn't even realize. Wow. Okay.
So be it. That's the best cup of coffee I've ever drank in my life. Man, that's good coffee.
And another reason why he may drink so much coffee. Because we all know what coffee helps do with people who like to consume beverages. And so sometimes we have to wonder, is Tim's, because like, it's not like, it's like for medical professionals where you just literally are taking the caffeine to stay awake because your shift is so long, you know? I don't think it's like that for Tim. Potentially, in my opinion, allegedly, just from my professional assessment and years in the field and dealing with these folks, which we have to often.
That's slurpable, baby. Well, here's to you guys this morning, and I hope you're having some coffee with me, enjoying the video. I got a few things on my mind I was going to talk about, along with the crushing it for Christ.
Yeah.
And I got something.
Well, I heard that you were one of the people that emailed him and was refused, so that must have hurt your feelings.
I want to show you here. But what I really want to do, first of all, is like I did this morning when I got down on my knees and prayed and thanked God and showed gratitude for all that I have. And I'm so blessed. And part of that gratitude and blessings that he's given me is you folks. I mean, without you watching commercials and supporting the channel and subscribing to the channel. And I mean,
I don't think Tim's a dry drunk. This is so wild. I don't know. It just doesn't stop. Just
without you, there is no YouTube, no Sarasota Tim. And so all those millions of views that I got during Social Security days quite a few of you said,
this doesn't seem like somebody who's all peppy first thing in the morning. This sounds like somebody who's on a struggle bus to me. I'm going to speed him up now, but send me money, fix. You guys just watching, participating. Some people sending me like the little rubies, I guess. Don't worry. I do fine. Oh, I have a TB questionnaire. Oh, okay. Sorry, my work just sent me something like I have a TB questionnaire and a bloodborne pathogens module. Well, you know what? They said there was no date on that. Okay, well, I better finish that bloodborne pathogens module today. Not that I haven't taken that 14 years. The fun of being a healthcare professional. Sorry about that, guys. I suddenly just saw that message. They didn't tell us about that part. So yeah, something's up with this. Okay, let's get him up to speed because I know nobody really wants to listen to him at normal speed because otherwise we'll be here forever reacting. But yeah, something is kind of, if you go, well, I don't encourage anybody to watch his content.
you know what? We're just going to watch whatever this guy puts up. We kind of like him. And I want you to know my gratitude.
See, it sounds so different. You hear? That's why sometimes I almost want to put him at normal speed because I just want to hear how slow he talks.
Is huge. And some of you are, a lot of you are long time from the outset listeners.
This is different.
Even before Social Security went viral. And so I'm deeply appreciative of your loyalty and being in the community and how you share with the other people in the community with the comments, and of course how you have my back, because as the channel's grown, I'm not going to start talking about haters or trolls, but it's just part of what comes.
Yeah, it just seems like it, doesn't it? He all glassy-eyed over here, and that's not just the glaucoma. That's why I almost feel like he mentioned the glaucoma coming out so that he could try to cover up for his glassy eyes, because that's what these folks do when they're trying to hide their addiction stuff, is that they will say, oh, well, this is because of this and this is because of that, unless you've actually had a physician telling you that's what's going on. No, you're just making cover stories for being slurred speech and glassy eyed. And Tim does have a history, obviously. And I don't think that because we've seen him coming out of bars up to a year ago. And we often do not get, but so many, he's been, the evening videos are becoming less and less. And then the morning videos, he looks pretty rough. He could be drinking all day and then passing out, not even getting out. Who knows? Who cares? He's not a very nice person, in my opinion.
With a successful YouTube channel, there is not a single YouTube creator that's successful that doesn't have these people. Now, I might have a couple more. I don't know. It's weird, isn't it? I mean, the channel's about positivity and just videoing my life, and there's people that act like I'm Donald Trump. I'm a real threat to them.
This level of delusion of grandeur for Tim and his associating himself constantly with the president, not that I'm obviously somebody who's, obviously I know what some of this remarks are, obviously, because, my politics plays such a large role in my opinion of him not being a good person, which is not true. You could be voting anything, and these behaviors would still make you not a good person, Tim. I don't think really your voting record is what it is. That doesn't help.
Speaking of Donald Trump, and kind of leading into what I wanted to talk about this morning, is, let me first say, if we got more acquainted, any one of you out there watching me and everything, and I'm sure you already would admit this about me, because I tell everything that I do in my life. I show you my ass here. So, and I don't care.
What did he say? Did he just say he showed his ass? That's why I wonder if this is, he said he was going to have this as a crushing it for Christ. You can't be saying that. I'm going to have to go back on that. Did he say what I thought he said? Hold on. That's why I have to slow him down.
you out there watching me and everything, and I'm sure you already would admit this about me because I tell everything that I do in my life. I show you my ass here.
Yes. He literally says, I show you my ass here. On a video entitled Morning Chat, God Can Change Everything. Which in another video later on, he explains he had to change the title because he used the president's name in it, and YouTube did not like that. So they told him to get rid of it. Oh my goodness. I'm going to let you know Junebug's going to get upset shortly because we're expecting a big storm.
So,
oh, sorry, guys.
And I don't care. And I'm not right about everything. And I've changed my mind about some things. You know, I admit it. But there's nothing about you, if I get to know you really well, or not nothing, there are probably some things about you that you believe or say or do that I would disagree with. That I would like, I don't know if I'd go that way, or I don't know if I believe that. Yeah. So that's just the way the world is.
Gary. That. That's right. Pam and Gary. And then Pam and Gary. Was it Gary or Jerry? I thought it was Gary. Oh, legendary stuff. I mean, how just, I know you put it all out there, Tim. Maybe that's the problem. Yes, there is a big thunderstorm about to happen. Junebug hates storms. I'm sorry, guys. Virginia Beach is just, and she has to stay next to me the whole time. So it just gets interesting. I ended up with 2 dogs on top of me last night when I finished my live.
But some people can't. They get derangement syndrome. And I'm talking about Trump, not me. I know there's people that's got Sarasota Tim derangement syndrome too. I mean, it might be because they're just...
I swear he's just like, he does not sound sober. I'm just going to say that. Just the fact that he cussing and talk, just all of this and the rage and the rant. This is not a sober man, in my opinion. Just look at this. Come on. Cussing. He's losing it. Guys, let's keep going. But he happy. He'll put it out there for the money, guys. He don't care. He got
put me in the same sack as God or Donald Trump or MAGA or Republican or conservative or whatever. And they just can't take it. They just can't stand it. It's not me personally. It's just I'm guilty by association. I love God. I vote for Donald Trump. And I don't hang my head when I say it either.
Should be hanging your head for coming onto the platform this intoxicated, in my opinion, sir, and ranting it in the morning. If I'm having an alcoholic beverage, I let my audience know. Those are usually during a members only. I might have a glass of wine or a spritzer or something. But like I said, that's members only. That's adult time. That's happy hour. And I don't hang my head in shame about that. But I certainly, this is something. This is just gold. I can't.
And I don't agree with everything with him. I wouldn't agree with everything with you. I don't agree with everything with my mother. God rest her soul. That's just life. But let's talk about Donald Trump just for 1 second. Folks, that is the best cup of coffee I've ever drank in my life.
Of course it is. It's probably got a shot of bourbon in there. Or whatever your typical choice is, Tim. God, I think he might be driving around Bradenton like that too. That's real scary. That's probably why he blew past that school bus. He's so intoxicated, he doesn't even see the flashing stop signs of a stop school bus. I'm sure he got a ticket for that. There's no way he didn't. I mean, we literally saw the bus had stopped moving and he just blew past. And he, it's like, it wasn't fully stopped. What do you mean? It was the signs were out and the lights were flashing. That's all it has to do.
And it's good. With that heavy whipping cream, you got to try it. McDonald's, baby. I got it in my Dunkin' Donuts
I know.
holder.
How his audience cannot detect that he's probably not sober while he out here with his book and stuff. There's his cans of empty coffee.
I opened this new McDonald's thing here, and I put it in
the other two are back
the
here.
Dunkin'. I just like scooping it out of there better
what
than
about the empty ones back there.
these cans are so big.
Sounds just swear.
You remember? You remember the assassination attempt on Donald Trump?
Normal Timmy might be. If this is his normal, this isn't normal. I'm just saying this from a medical standpoint. Something is off with his speech. It sounds slurred, and it's not because he got a lisp. He sounds different from when he sounds on other times. He just looks very glassy-eyed, more so than usual. Promise you, I can tell when he seems a little bit more chipper. This is a whole different Timmy, and he's got a lot going on. As much as he's getting the views and he likes the money, he obviously going to trial in 51 days. He's not going to show up to court, but he's still going to lose 30K.
Trump, where he turned his head at the right moment and just grazed him, hit his ear.
All right, this part I speed up because I cannot do this.
I hate to put it down, but I will.
He goes off.
Have you ever thought about it? Really thought about it?
See, now he's
of
not
the
normal.
luck, the chances, the divine intervention that was there. Anybody that denies that, you don't know what you're talking about. Because
I don't know if he's in Florida. He's not getting access to that. He's not like in Colorado. If he was in a state where I thought he'd have easier access, I would say so, but he's not finding it that easy in Florida. I mean, you could, but I don't think he's hunting for it like that. I don't know. He just doesn't strike me as to be chill enough to be smoking pot.
Other people were killed. And here's a guy that got up on a roof that people saw. They're screaming, "There's a guy with a gun over here." And they ignored it. Everybody ignored it but God. And Donald Trump is talking. This guy's got his aim. And then Donald Trump, just that little bit. And let's say, I don't know, these conspiracy theories out there about stage or this or that. You don't want to stage somebody saying, "I'll just."
Well, if he has very blocked carotids, I mean, that's not going to help. But if he's not sleeping well and so forth, I mean, it's going to have an effect. And also, if he has obviously had a history of drinking heavily in the past, that is going to potentially give you cognitive changes too, because there is alcohol dementia, and that can happen as well. So there is dementia that is caused from people drinking heavily. Alcohol is horrible. I've always said that some of the worst patients that I had to work with, to see their decline and just it being really a very sad decline, were people who were alcoholics. And if they had alcohol dementia along with it, they could be very difficult to deal with. I mean, it's you having to get fluid constantly out of their abdomen. Once that liver shuts down, it gets really bad. So it's not fun. And that you're pulling liters of fluid a day off of these people, and having to do that with a Plerex catheter, and just pulling out all this fluid. It's really something else, tapping them. Tell you, it's wild.
Raise him. Who's going to take a headshot and trust that he's just going to? I say, here, shoot this apple off my head with a bow and arrow. No, this was an act of God.
I mean, absolutely. If his carotids are blocked, they can actually, sometimes they just may, sometimes though, if it's just one and not the other, they'll just let one stay blocked. So I'm telling you, I've heard that before. Like, they're still getting oxygen to the brain, because there's always a risk with surgery. So you always have to weigh up, if it's really blocked, do you want to go up and then potentially have something happen to the carotid artery, or just kind of leave it there, while one is good. I've seen all sorts of stuff.
This man, faster than a speeding bullet, at the same exact millimeter of a second, whatever the word is for time. And only, not even take his ear off, not even seriously injure him, but just only. Yeah,
that's from the alcohol dementia, absolutely.
Where he just covered it with his hand and walked out of there with the protection of the Secret Service. And unfortunately, some others, they were killed. It was sad. If you can't tell me that this is
I'm telling
nothing
you,
but a demonic.
If you have a paper and the fact that he puts so much out, he is a fascinating individual to write a paper on. That's why I started watching him. I mean, he's just talking about the demons and demonic. I mean, he's just off, guys. I mean, we've got him sped up, which makes him kind of sound a little bit more normal. Just because I sped up his speech to 1.5 speed. When you actually listen to his regular canter and speech, something is up today, even more so than usual. I've been watching Tim for a long time, and I listen to him at normal speed. And so today I'm just like, Tim's got something in that coffee. That's why it's the best drink he ever had in his life.
And now today, with Iran and everything else, and these people that are in our government called Democrats, they're not Democrats. I'm a Democrat. I was raised a Democrat, the good old blue collar American, not a rich guy, but a guy just trying to make it. Now, that didn't mean that I disparaged a Republican when I grew up as a Democrat, because we just associated them with, well, they're the rich people, and we're not rich. We're working class. But there is no Democrat and Republican today. There certainly isn't a Democrat in the sense of the people running the country and the government. There is in the sense of the people that associate themselves, that are my age, that are from the day, as a Democrat.
All right, Tim.
But they've hijacked this name. There's only...
Okay, Tim. Tim is talking politics. Who knows where he learned this from? And yes, every political party has had its changes over the years, Tim, as things have changed. The Republican Party isn't quite like it had been before either. So, I mean, nobody's going to think that they seem like very fiscal conservatives at the moment. We're spending a lot of more money in, action in another country that some people are, and a lot of people are probably not in agreement with. But you're okay with everything. You just don't question anything. It just makes you just uncritical.
Two parties. So they had to hijack it. They couldn't come up. They tried different names and different parties that came about, but it didn't work.
Confused.
Now, I've always said, and I've promoted, that a third party would be
I know.
the American Party. I always believed that people would go with that. I would, because it just says it all. Whether you got money, not money, or whatever the real differences were. I don't even know.
I don't even want to do his politics. Let me look at the transcript, because he just got this. So Tim goes off on the politics. I know I can't either. I'm like, oh, come on, Tim. This is supposed to be a morning chat about God. Okay, so let me show the transcript real fast. Let's see where we can get out of here, because he's just gonna go off. Okay, all right. I think he's about to finish. Okay, here he goes. Oh, God.
That's what it was. Maybe it wasn't.
It goes off about his shirts. Okay, just goes off. Okay, just goes off. Look at how many minutes he just goes off. Talking politics. Inflame people. Megaphones. Okay, here we go. YouTube channels. Oh, okay, here we go. Goes off about Roosevelt's. Oh my God. NASCAR. He's off. Oh my gosh. Okay. Let's see if we can get him to 13 minutes.
Family. I mean, it's just like NASCAR and baseball and football. These people keep bringing up their brothers and sisters and siblings and all that. Hey, we got you in. You're in. Come on in. Meanwhile, there's people that can run our country that are extremely smart, extremely good. Exactly. We said we wanted a businessman. Remember? Impressive. We didn't want a politician. And that's what we got. A hell of a businessman. Has he been corrupted? Probably some.
Oh, for goodness.
Does he do favors for some? Probably. Has he, done good? A lot. I mean, monumental. And I think that he changed his attitude in his life from what we saw in the first term after he nearly lost his life in a couple of assassination attempts. I believe that this man is a changed man. Not only is he no longer the carouser and the playboy he was when he was young, he's older.
Oh, for goodness sake, Tim. Really? Carouser? Well, it's probably because he can barely move. Can't carouse when he's falling asleep all the time. Thankfully. Look at this guy. He looks drunk.
80 years old now. And he has one mission, to have a legacy and to save this country, to give us something to carry on after he's gone. I mean, he is definitely not promised tomorrow. He is definitely have to look over his shoulder.
I got a portfolio even in Mexico. Tim doesn't even have one in one country.
He got bodyguards around him 24 hours a day. And he's 80 years old.
Started,
so obviously, even if he was just a normal citizen, he's in the final chapters of his life. And he has now realized, like I'm realizing, I'm going to get to that in a second, that life is too short to keep making the same mistakes and thinking the same way. or being with the same people or going to the same places. You know, when you finally bring God into your life.
Okay, 14 minutes in on a 53-minute video, he finally gets to God after he said about showing his ass on YouTube. I mean, just what's going on here, Tim? This is content gold. You keep just giving me more stuff to share with the world.
And it doesn't mean going to church. It means reading your Bible and speaking to him privately and personally and having a personal relationship so that he can manifest himself through you by your actions. You will know them by their fruit, by their actions, by their words. Do they walk the walk, not talk the talk? This is what we had in politicians for years and years. In fact, that's why I voted for Donald Trump. He spoke the way I thought. It's like these other guys are given a script.
Oh, my goodness, Tim. Nobody wants to hear your politics. I mean, you talk about your channel being light and positivity, and then you go off and you start talking this? How is this light and positivity? Oh, Lord. I'm just having to troll you for 51 more days. So if you guys get fed up with it, it's okay. I understand. This is personal because he tried to take my channel down. And so watching him get called out for stealing a heart transplant recipient's golf clubs and knowing he's going to be getting a trial that he's not going to show up for, so he's just going to lose, it's probably starting to make somebody who looks like he's having a morning tipple, like, going to have a rage explode. It's going to get good. It's just going to be great. Just watching him it's just awesome. He couldn't get better. He really couldn't.
They stick to it. This is what they hated about Donald Trump. Remember in the first term and even part of the last term is he gets off script. He just speaks from the heart. He speaks from himself and he doesn't take any crap. And he doesn't hang his head when he says it either. And he's like me. He's got no shortage of words. He can go on and on and on.
I don't know about that.
He went to that.
I don't think Joe Biden was a great president. And I don't think Donald Trump is a great president either. How about that? But I think Biden was, I think a lot of the times there's a lot more people behind the helm. So, yeah. And so, but Donald Trump is definitely about the worst there's ever been. So, historically the worst. I mean, I'm sorry. I'm just going to have to say that. That's just my opinion.
Place where they almost
but I don't
shot
talk
him,
politics.
and he didn't even need to. He was already going to get a landslide victory. He had already convinced.
Well, that's because Elon Musk was bribing people to vote for him.
The majority of Americans.
I mean, we could all say really silly stuff, couldn't we? But I don't really, Tim, I don't think this is going to help your channel. I don't think it's going to help. I know you're losing subs and you're having to have a drink to compensate for the loss. You're going to have to hold on, Tim. Now the air conditioning kicking in.
That he's the man that we need. We need something at this point in our country to turn this ship around. This ship, I don't want to name all the things of the troubles that we've allowed to happen and the people that come in here illegally.
Tim just says whatever's on the top of his mind. He either regurgitates some content he saw, talks about his shopping trips. No, he doesn't have an outline. And even at least I have like a poll going. Don't forget the poll, guys. 113 votes. Let's get the votes up. Is Tim not returning the clubs because he is a malignant narcissist? At 66%. At 29%, he pawned them and kept the bag. That's a rumor going around. And 4%, because just why not? He truly was gifted them truth. Hey, I'll take all the engagement. Truth. On the road, guys, to 10K. Thanks to Sarasota Tim. Oh, Tim, keep going. We love you.
The criminals that were coming in here. I mean, I'm not against anybody coming here. Hell, if I want to go to the Philippines or go somewhere, I hope they would accept me. But not if I'm a felon. Not if I'm going to do harm to their citizens. I would have to respect the fact they're like, not you, bud. Well, that's the same way I feel about my country. I don't want my kids, my families, my friends to walk across the path of some psychopath that for no reason does something. Do you want your daughter or your son to have that? Your mom?
No, and that's why I make sure that people know about you on the internet, because I don't want them to run across you, Tim, because you tick all these boxes about me being pathological. I mean, when I looked through that DSM-5 and saw just how close you felt to that malignant narcissism, it was just insane. I mean, it was insightful, probably a better word to use. God, I need to stop walking in the woods, guys. I'm getting beaten up by the mosquitoes.
Dad, anybody, your neighbor. So this man protects the country. He brings the statues back. He's going to have America 250. He's MAGA, make America great again. They try to turn that into some racist thing.
I think a lot of people do think it's racist, Tim. I'm just saying. You know, when it seems to be there's people, you know, chanting Nazi stuff over in Charlotte, Virginia, and all sorts of things, really doesn't look like it's a party that's inclusive.
Make America great again. Now, who would ever want to think that that sounds or is some kind of a racist thing?
Because some people might think America was great already. And saying great again just returns back to a time that wasn't great for everybody. So that's why it seems racist. You ever think about that? No, because you dropped out of high school at 16 and you looking toxic. You look drunk. God, I swear he drunk in this one, guys. I'm going to live with that decision.
But we have so many people that can convince through the devil's deception. Very smart. The way he works with the media and YouTube and TikTok.
Exactly. And everyone in my audience has different religions, different politics. I'm not a fan of Trump, but you know, I'm a good old progressive. What can I say?
And all that.
I wasn't a fan of Biden
these
either.
young people that these
Biden's a corporate Democrat for me. I mean, I go really like over into Bernie Sanders territory. So, so I don't like Biden either. He's not progressive enough for me.
These teachers in these colleges that have brainwashed to believe in. I mean, you look at them today, these young people with their heads down and scrolling, and the way they act when they drive their car, they don't understand it's a privilege. And they're driving $50,000 cars when I got a $500 car. I'm not envious. I'm just saying I worked for it. I was appreciative of it. We instilled value into our children, like we got instilled value. And that all just kind of went to the wayside.
Oh my God.
Parents got really rich and they're like, hey, you raise them, nanny.
Don't talk about the NAFTA treaties, because one of my relatives, ex-relatives, actually was one of the architects of one of the treaties that Donald Trump signed between Mexico and Canada a couple of years ago, believe it or not. So I know a lot more about those things than you realize. But yeah, I think it's best to keep the politics aside, because that's what tanks Tim's channel. The only thing we want to do is make sure this guy can't scam people out of their golf clubs. And he's going to go off on a political rant.
Somebody else up. You raise them. You teach them educators. You teach them professors. I'm going to pay for their college and just get them out of the house so we can empty our nests. I'm going to give them a nice, big, brand new Toyota $30,000 car. Go off to this big place. Get high, smoke, drink, hang out, carouse, knock up women. Do your thing, baby. Sow some seed. Live your life. And they become rotten, spoiled brats. Not at all. Not all.
That sounds like you, Tim. And you didn't go to college. So you didn't even get an education. But you said you used to smoke weed and get drunk, certainly impregnated women, and married them too. I mean, it sounds like the only person you're describing, Tim, is yourself. Ironic.
All of them. Don't try to exaggerate.
And how do I know? Because you've been the locale to put this out here on the internet. You're welcome.
I'm saying. But
yeah, we can do whatever we want. You're welcome.
It isn't.
Fair use. Make sure I do this, guy. Hold on, guy. Hold on. Just because we know Tim is so good with the law. Obviously, everything I do. Uh-oh. No! I don't want to delete that. I want to... Hold on. Why is it wanting me to delete? There we go. Everything I do in this video is under fair use and education informational purposes only under these U.S. statutes. All right, keep going, Tim.
Ivy League schools, they're amongst the worst. That are instilling these liberal, crazy, whack job ideas. These are the people who run the country. You know how fast a decade goes by, folks? Well, when a kid is 10, he's now 20. And when he's 20, and just a half a decade, he's 25 and approaching 30, he's running the world. He is in the leadership. He is a manager, an owner of a business. He is in politics. He is, and she is.
Well, they did it for whatever reason. That's what politics does. So that was the agreement, because American businesses are always going to want to get cheap labor. So if anything should be held, It's not necessary. It's the corporations that buy off politicians. So that's my opinion.
And all of these things that have infiltrated the new generation that's instilling.
We need to not blame regular people. That's my thought. That's how people who are very wealthy are able to gain power, is by having people feel that the other little person is their enemy. And then the people who really do control power, which is true, corporations most of the time, because they're, they just want to make profit. That's their goal. They're profit driven. Junebug, my gosh, my dog just unplugged my computer, guys, because she's sitting on my plug. All right, keep going, Tim. But I don't want to get into all of the conversations about that. I'm not here to talk geopolitics. I'm here to talk about Tim being drunk on the internet and being not a good Christian. Though I appreciate the political discourse.
And voting for and believing in whack job ideas. And this is what's happened over the last several decades. Slowly by slowly. I think I was on the elliptical yesterday. They got all these TVs at Planet Fitness, Fox News over here, CNN's over here, and then all the in-between crap, Housewives and other crap. And so, you're going on this thing and you look up and they got the closed caption, they got the titles, the screens are pretty big. You can read it.
Yes. Oh, well, we've already won the lawsuit. I hope the rain's not too bad. There is a massive thunderstorm and Junebug is very stressed out behind me. We've already won this case. Tim has been denied his WebEx request, so he has to come to Virginia to trial. One of the things about Virginia General District Court, which is like a mid-tier, so there's small claim in civil court in Virginia, there's small claims, general district, and civic court, civil civic. Now, the civil civic is the highest that goes for any type of claims that are over $50,000. So any larger suits, those are ones that you really have to bring an attorney. You're not going to be able to walk into that courtroom pro se and represent yourself and be successful in that courtroom. The judge is going to be very unhappy with you. The General District Court is claims over $5,000, but under 50, which is where my claim sits. You can go and represent yourself pro se. They do see the certain cases. It has certain advantages about the rapidness and so forth. And one of the things is that you have to submit ahead of the trial date, ordered by the judge. You have to present both sides of your case, and they cannot be any surprises. So once you've had those papers filed, you can't show up 3 days before trial and bring a surprise witness in or anything. It's like, it's it. It is closed. There's no big discovery period. None of that. It's rapid rocket docket court. And Tim did not submit any defense at all. He did not bring one piece of evidence to even to even show the bollocks that he claimed in his grounds of defense, because it was rubbish. He didn't even show evidence of that even being true. It was literally a trust me bro AI written letter. And these types of submissions into the court, into the judges do not like that. So he also has a motion to compel evidence, and he could get in trouble for spoliation of evidence. So he has a lot going on. And as much as he wants to just be out here pretending like it doesn't matter, it's a significant amount of money, and it's going to be very rapid. So don't worry, guys. We've already won this. That's why I don't have too many fears about talking and kind of trolling him, because he's lost all his opportunities now to defend himself. Can't suddenly show up. Can't show a witness. Nothing. He's locked into his statement. That's it. That's how court works in Virginia. Doesn't work the same at the rest of the country. And he can't get out of it with a personal bankruptcy either. So he's locked, and the judgment goes to YouTube the day it gets signed.
Like wildfire across the country was the headline yesterday I saw. Now, why are they promoting that? Because I think that these media companies, no matter what side they say they're on or what way they lean, and they do lean a certain direction.
And part of it will probably be structured into a retirement to get away from the tax man. Something that Tim doesn't have. So I'm definitely going to do something future for that money too. So yeah, there's a number of things. Obviously, because I have to structure it in such a way I can't get the tax man to touch too much of it.
They are only interested in one thing: views and clicks, just like the YouTube people.
Views and clicks, guys.
It's just they'll take down the world. They'll burn the world down. They'll burn me down. They'll burn you down. They'll burn anything down to keep their fire going. To keep.
Oh, I know he does. I can garnish his YouTube and his buy me a coffee. I can auction off a bunch of his stuff. I already know he sold stuff, so don't you worry, guys. We're okay.
Your eyeballs reading their garbage and listening to their garbage.
We're okay.
And so now this brings me to the next part of my video that I want to talk about. So we understand all that. That can be discussed in depth more and more for hours. My mind right now is full of stuff, but I want to get off of it. I've said my piece. So when you do
see, but and Tim is under a business statute, and so when you're under business civil statutes, it can be pretty serious, and you get you don't get a lot of the protections you would in a personal suit. So that's kind of where my advantage lays and where Tim's disadvantage is.
Become more, truly more godly, and you're maturing, whether it be a young person or a person my age, finally really, concerned about like, hey man.
Yeah, have a good trip. Aren't you off to Minnesota? Have a safe trip. Have fun. Be safe. And my dog is absolutely, Junebug, Roscoe's sound asleep. Junebug is like, she hates this weather. I don't know how she's going to survive this year, guys. I have a sunroof on this house. She needs to be downstairs in a basement. I might have to put her in the bathroom and let her relax in there, guys.
I die tomorrow. I hope I go to heaven. I'm tired of these old ways I was doing. I know that I've been thinking wrong. I've been dealing with wrong people. You know how, let me give you an analogy. You know how when a young kid finally sees the light that was hanging around with a bunch of gang bangers, that were out stealing cars and dealing in dope and all these things. And God comes into their life. They meet somebody that changes them, changes their heart. And they're like, I'm out. And they get out. Not as many that stay in because we've got this crime element, right? So a person gets out. What do the gangbangers that were his buddy, what do they do and say about this person that wants out? Whether it be the mafia or a gangbanger or even just a regular bunch of guys that are just angry.
How have we not got to God yet in 22 minutes? God can change everything. Tim, you look intoxicated talking about gangbangers. What the heck? How is this God changing everything for you? The only people who are going to work their way through this nonsense is this community. You're welcome.
Shooting. Worthless. They disparage. They can't stand it. This guy found the light. This guy is the light. He's casting light on our darkness. He's representing that we're bad because he's no longer hanging with us. So we got to do everything we can to lie, malign, and cheat and steal about this person.
Tim, you are the one cheating and stealing. And you're the one who strikes people's YouTube channels because you can't take criticism. You're all upset because I'm calling you out and I'm winning on this. Because JJ hasn't even come out recently. I know I'm getting to you too. I know I am. That woman in Virginia.
And use other things and people or whatever we can do to convince people. We're afraid. We had him in our grasp. We were good. We were a solid. But now this guy that called the president Trump or this guy called Sarasota Tim or another channel or another preacher or whatever, we got to disparage them. Even that Joel Osteen. Do I agree with everything he teaches? Everybody loves to hate that guy. A prosperity preacher. Well, God uses people to share the word through different ways. Some are like people that walk around and talk to street people. Others have mega churches. Others are just a YouTuber, just a small time guy trying to.
Oh gosh, now he's comparing himself to Joel Osteen of all characters. Really? Sorry, Junebug just wants to sit next to me and pant and be like stressed out. She don't want to go in the bathroom. So I'm just gonna have if you hear some panting in the background, that's Junebug stressed out next to me. She will not move from my side. So it is what it is, guys.
Get a little word out. Others are presidents. Others are a big Catholic people, in the churches and stuff. They have a big platform.
Oh, if you've heard him at normal speed, I promise you, he sounds far more intoxicated. This is because he's sped up. Hey, listen to this.
God he says, just go out into the world and make disciples. And, regarding Joel Osteen.
Listen to how he's slurring and stuff. It's because I have him at 1.5. He sounds normal. If I played him, because it's a 53-minute video. But let's listen to him for a minute because he sounds like he's becoming more intoxicated as he goes along. Because his brain is all over the place. I'm telling you. This is not sobriety. Something going on here. You either took an Ambien or something.
I used to listen to him. I don't now. I mean, I don't. I guess I might have some sort of a bias about it, but if you listen to him and you believe God about it, and you're not thinking about his wealth and his books and all that, God sees that. God sees your heart. God sees that, hey, you've been drawn to this guy.
God sees your heart? What's your heart, Tim? You took over the heart transplant recipients' golf clubs. That's your heart. And then you literally have gone on camera the day before and said, he wants me to have them. After literally, he has a video asking for his property back. And you said you are so manipulative. You were like, no, Johnny, you want me to have these clubs. You know. It was the weirdest thing, Tim. And now you're coming out here slurring your words. If I pay you at 1.5 speed, people actually think you sound normal. If I pay you at your regular speed, we can hear the difference. I speed them up to get through these reacts quick. But on this particular occasion, maybe we have to listen to him at normal speed because he does sound intoxicated. I know people like me to speed him up because I hate him. I get it.
To learn more about me. So that's
good. I want him to look sober.
And you're not really focused on his wealth and his popularity like the other people are. So as long as you're, following me, any way he can get people to look up to him and start following. What does he do? Here's what he will do. This is the crux of the video. I'm not going to name this Crushing It for Christ because it isn't. And when I do, I mean, the views are pathetic. It's really a sign. But if I put a title...
It's because nobody wants to listen to a religious charlatan talk about Christ on the internet, Tim. And if people they want to go to church and listen to their pastors, to people that they actually have a relationship with. You have monetized Crushing It for Christ videos to pretend that you're some type of prophet out here. It's gross, actually. It's gross. It's actually gross. But you do it, and it makes you a little cow. So go ahead. You do you, Tim. They're hilarious most of the time. And complaining about the views being pathetic. I give you YouTube Premium watching that dross.
Up about him or that name or say the word hater or troll, I get clicks because people are drawn to drama. And I don't promote drama on this channel. I mean, I'll defend myself if I have to, which I've had to do recently, but that's not what this channel's about.
Promote drama, Tim. You got some clickbait thumbnails and stuff. What are you talking about? You are drama. You don't have to promote it. I come in here because I don't like your medical misinformation, trying to get people on the carnivore diet and stop taking medications. You're dangerous. That's why I'm here.
And let me tell you something. There is a very strange thing about how my subscriptions have been dropping for 6 months. A little here, a little there, little drips and drabs, just constantly going down, then back up, and kind of like a helium balloon, floating up and down. And then recently, boom, like a lead balloon. It was a little concerning to me. But I just received the highest payout from YouTube that I've received in 2026. And
good.
My projection for this month is already on track.
Good. More to garnish. That's because you're falsely telling your subscribers to sit through all your ads, Tim, which is a violation of YouTube terms of service. But that's okay, mate. You do you.
So, yes, I make money at this.
Yeah, you do.
And that is an ultimate goal because I'm supplementing my Social Security. And the more I can make, hell, the more I like, just like you would. But it is not about, like these other people do, to lie, malign, and just make up something to try to get a click or use another person's name. I'm an original. I just video my life. And I'm very blessed to have people that are interested. And so I digress.
But when
Sorry, I'm on the comfort chocolates because Tim is so wild. Sometimes when I'm listening, I just like want to have a little piece of chocolate. So I apologize. Tim, you have no expertise. I'm not sure what this channel's about because you don't travel. Tim slops out 10 videos a day to make money to fund his Social Security because he didn't save any money for retirement. So he lies about stuff.
when you start getting God in your life, really in your life, not just like we all have done sometime, but you really want to make him in your life. And you're like me, you're single, you don't have any distractions. I don't have anybody to argue with. I don't have anybody that I got to go do something for or with or spend the time that what they want to do. Not that I don't want to. It's just that I don't have it. So I have my time to focus on whatever it is that I deem important to me. And a life that I used to have of what I deemed important wasn't so bad, but it definitely left my God, my Lord.
Yeah, exactly.
Out of it.
Tim regurgitates. At least when I do commentary and I bring like original stuff. I've made things around his neotech. I don't think he's neoteching on this one. This is just drunk Tim. In my opinion, this is somebody who had something to drink and then started talking this morning. This does not seem like somebody who's rolling on normal speed. This is just incoherent babble. And the fact that he put it out here is just even more incredible.
More.
Oh, sorry, Tim.
Than he's in it now. And when he comes in it now, and let's say you take a golf lesson and you really trust this instructor, and you are doing some mistakes, or you're listening to what this last guy said, or what you've been doing your whole life, he's going to tell you, forget that.
I don't know. We don't even see the non-alcoholic beers to try to kind of hide anything anymore. I think wine, but I don't think that's what he has in his coffee. I've heard wine maybe might be something that he enjoys, like a couple of bottles at dinner. That's why we didn't get a lot of that footage when he went on that cruise last year.
This is,
in my opinion.
If you're going to listen to me, you're paying me. If you don't want to listen to me, go get somebody else. But if you're going to listen to me, my alarm went off and it killed the recording there for a second. Sorry about that. But continuing, a golf instructor will say, this is what I got to tell you. You must do what I'm telling you. So when you put God in your life and you really make that sincere prayer that God control my life.
I'm thinking bourbon might be good in coffee in the morning. It's got to be something that mixes with the coffee and cream. I can have some Irish coffee, bourbon or whiskey.
Life. Everything that I have is yours. I don't want to just give you this much. There's a story in the Bible about tell us what we need to be saved. And God says to give everything you own to the poor and follow me. And a lot of people went away. They were sad.
Probably returned those ones already back to Amazon for his money because he likes to return stuff and then get new stuff. It's the way he cycles through money.
Because they had great wealth. And people wanting to carry all their possessions.
I mean, I like Baileys and coffee, but I don't think that's what got this man looking this inebriated. Take a lot of Baileys. That's my favorite thing to buy at Christmas.
For them. Because they're afraid of losing it. And instead of trusting that God will provide everything they want. And it's not just materialistic things.
He's in the South. Maybe it's just some good old grain alcohol. Just some moonshine. He just gets some grain, puts it in there. God, that stuff, some Everclear. Woo, that stuff is rough.
It's the feeling. It's the peace and the joy that you get that surpasses all understanding, that surpasses materialism. And he's going to feed you. You're going to have a roof over your head. You're going to have a job.
He does, but I don't think Bailey's has enough alcohol. Bailey's sits at like 12% alcohol. Tim needs like a 40 proof to get like this. I don't think the Bailey's is going to be is not going to get Tim slurring his words like this. I don't think that's the punch that Tim would enjoy as much as he enjoys the flavor.
You're going to have these things. He will see to that, because there's certain things you must have to live as a human being in the United States of America.
No.
But what he will do is start purging and start clipping. And what do they call that when they do that on a tree? They prune it. He will start pruning. Little here, little there, so he can grow. And what is that? What is that pruning? That pruning means he's going to say, this person in your life is toxic. There is no good end to you sharing your life, having this person in your life, talking to this person in any fashion. This person needs to go. And you're like, oh,
I'm on 51 proof.
I don't know, man. That's I know that there's some issues there, and hey, I'm not perfect either, and but God's like, look.
Oh my God, just listen to what he just said. I'm not perfect either. I'm sorry, I don't want to be harsh, but Tim, you need to come off the internet, mate. This is bad, sir. I'm sorry, as a medical professional, this is rough hearing you talk to him. Listen to this when he almost like, I feel he just slurred the way through that. This is coming from somebody with a lisp.
And what is that? What is that pruning? That pruning means he's going to say, this person in your life is toxic. There is no good end to you sharing your life, having this person in your life, talking to this person in any fashion. This person needs to go. And you're like, oh, I don't know, man. That's, I know that there's some, issues there, and hey, I'm not perfect either. And, but God's like, look, in order for you to grow, you got to do it my way.
Lit. He is. He's lit.
You can't hang on to these old things. And so he takes away people. Let's say you're going to places that are unhealthy for you, whether it be a food place, a nasty place.
It's the choice of the words. This is just, I said some things about him being really not a good person, and pretty tough on him, but that's because you're really not a good person, Tim. But listening to this today, I'm like, oh my goodness. I'm trying to stay calm kind of because Junebug's already stressed by the weather. So she sat right next to me. So I gotta remain a little bit more composed.
A violent place, whatever, places you don't need to go. And he takes that away from you. It could even be a church you're going to. It could be a club you're in because if there's other people. It's toxic. And it's hard not to go anywhere there's not toxic.
Well, Tim, most toxic places are probably some health. You've never obviously worked in a healthcare environment. Oh, goodness, Tim. Your toxicity is about anybody criticizing you. That's the difference. That's the difference between those of us who've had to have toxic work environments, and I'm sure many of you can relate to that, and difficulties with co-workers and just the culture of the organization just not promoting a very healthy work environment. And healthcare is notorious for that. But Tim, you don't have that sort of thing. It's you. It's like, I just don't know where you have not understood that you may be the common denominator in these things. And just looking at this video and seeing that you're trying to talk about God and Christ and potentially coming online seemingly inebriated. Maybe your audience hasn't the perceptive ability to discern that. But as a medical professional and having listened to you for a number of years, and I usually listen to you at normal speed, and this particular slurring speech pattern is very indicative of somebody who may be under a substance. If I were a police officer and stopped you, I would be giving you a field sobriety test.
toxicity anywhere today. Then let's say it's certain things that you're doing to yourself. Smoking, drinking,
yeah, I bet.
eating.
We know he's not. We already know Tim is not a good patient. Doesn't like to take his medications. He's very non-compliant. So I would say that Tim is not a good patient. Does not follow his doctor's orders. Very non-compliant. Bad. He's not a good patient. And he says some really inappropriate things about his healthcare providers too, which if they knew, he would probably be not in their practice anymore.
He's like, this is toxic. This is altering your reality.
He hates doctors.
You
really
inhale
rails.
this and you're a different reality.
Jeez.
You're not.
This storm out here in Virginia Beach at the moment is wild. It is. I took my dogs out just before, thankfully, and insisted that Junebug be a good girl because this is like just out of control. This is Virginia Beach in the summertime. So if you hear the background, that is the rain hitting my sunlight in my living room. And I wish I never had a house with the sunlight now. It's terrible. It really makes for noise. It's great to bring light inside without the heat, but it's horrible for the noise when it rains.
In reality, you drink this and you are not in reality. You are comfortable being who you want to be or think you are because you drank yourself some guts or whatever.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
This feeling you get. Or you
with
take a pill
section.
and you get this euphoric, this is my God. This is what and I'm telling you, I'm speaking from experience.
None of this is making sense. I would love to see what the AI tried to make as a summary of this, because this is all over the place. I mean, it's just rambling. 53 minutes of rambling this morning. I mean, he getting the watch time, guys. It's all about the money. It's YouTube.
You got people, places, things that you're doing to your body, certain foods that are causing you to die sooner than you should. And, get big and unhealthy, and you can't walk or run or enjoy flexibility and activities that you could be enjoying, sports. It's messing with your brain cells and your mind. You don't want to hook up and go like me. No, I will. But you know what I mean? You don't want to do certain things. You get unmotivated. You just want to flop and sit and turn on that thing and listen and just keep.
Yeah.
You're so full of it, garbage in your brain, that it's more can't even go in. It's just coming out of your ears now. You're just keeping it full. And meanwhile, all the aspects of your life, your mental, your physical, your whole
I know. I
thing
can't take all this
crap.
positivity.
You're full of crap.
I know. It's so positive. You're right. He's telling people that they're full of crap. I mean, he's cussed, and I mean, he looks just demonic currently, actually. This is not a happy man. And I couldn't think of it happening to a better person, actually. I'm sorry. He maliciously attacked my business. He's tried to be just, he doesn't want, and he thinks I steal. No, I make commentary, Tim. It's a whole genre on YouTube. Maybe you should find out. Maybe you should be a lolcow.
And then you say, well, you know what? I can't go out and be what a good godly man or a woman would do. So I will just be part of the crap people. They accept me. They like it. They love it. They're like, yeah, we threw in the towel years ago. We ain't got enough motivation or gumption in us to go down that road. Besides that, we don't even believe in that hocus pocus. That's all baloney. Look at us. Look how great we look. Look how great our lives are, sitting in a chair and looking at a computer or creating some crap. And look how many people are watching us, because we're using the president's name. We're using this other person's name. We're deceptive. We're funneling them in. We're bringing them into our group, our hate group, our worthless group.
Yes.
But no, when you change your life, really change it, and you bring God in, and God starts.
I don't know, probably 0.08 if it's anything like most states.
To say, all right, I'm going to have to prune here and prune there. We're going to have to cut this out. And, it's just like when I did carnival.
How do I know those levels of ETOH? Because obviously for nursing purposes, we do check patients sometimes for alcohol. Especially if the doctor's like, hey, we need to find out. So there are actually times when we have patients who are known active alcoholics and they are actually admitted into the hospital. And it might be that the underlying reason as to why they're in the hospital is not to address the alcoholism, but to address maybe another medical condition. And so we are having to actually give these people like prescribed cans of beer in order to give them alcohol so we don't put them into delirium tremors. So we have to actually make sure that we don't do that. And we do prescribe alcohol for certain patients because we don't want them to actually go into DTs. So that is something that does happen. So, but Tim is definitely somebody who doesn't seem, it's just everything about his speech pattern, the irregularity, kind of he all over the place. I mean, he usually does, but usually his like chats are a little more, circular. They seem to have a, some type of beginning, middle, end. This is just all over the place.
Or a Mediterranean diet, or become a Christian, a real genuine Christian. Then you got to turn it off. You got to stop it. You got to get rid of them out of your life. You've got to not let them schmooze you. You can't let the TV, the media, and everything convince you.
Tim is so mad at the world at the moment, and he's also mad that everybody else is on their cell phones, yet he makes content for YouTube. He does not do well with criticism. This is the malignant narcissism. I have critics. We all do. They help make me famous. You should be grateful, Tim. We help make you famous. This drama is giving you the most amount of views that you've had and donations from your subscribers in a long time. So you should just be enjoying it. But I do think the court case, as much as he doesn't want it there, he doesn't like anybody touching his money. And so it is weighing on him, which is exactly what we want, because he's been just absolutely malicious on this platform, and not just towards my channel, towards many other channels here too. And so, and towards, he's just done some bad things. So I'm just trying to, give a chance to, represent for all.
You have to pray about it. You have to let God show you and direct you. Not people, not drugs, not food, not places.
I know. He should.
But the world is going to be like that probably till the end. You're going to have good and...
Don't worry. He will be giving me a cut because we're obviously going to court. So I'll be getting my cut. Don't you worry, guys. The court of Virginia will make sure of that.
Bad, evil, and good, And, but I'm telling you right now that since, and I've been a Christian my entire life, since I was a little baby.
Benzodiazepines, Valium and Ativan. Oh, Bertie. Well, I hope this is not triggering you, seeing Tim look so intoxicated. And so just always make sure that you take care of you with him. Because, yes, that's very common. Yep, they use the benzodiazepines are the safest way to detox people from alcohol. Otherwise, you will kill them. You can't. You have to be really cautious when you're detoxing people. It's you got to be really careful. You don't want to have anything that's going to potentially cause them to have any type of issues.
I was raised a Southern Baptist. My family has never gone through. I only went through one time where I disowned God. I told the story for a short time. It was awful.
God got a hold of me. I was losing everything. People were walking away from me because they were like, I don't know what path you took. I don't want anything to do with it. And I don't blame them. But anyway, as we grow and you grow, just like you grow at a gym. It's like you grow in health when you eat right and you exercise. And you grow in your knowledge when you read.
Okay.
You get more familiar with the Bible.
Yes. And I've unfortunately have had partners that I've had to leave because of their inability to stop consuming adult beverages. And so I've had not only had to work with people who have these issues, but also have, and so when you know and you can spot it, you know how to spot it quite easily. And those who've experienced it obviously can see it too. And so I appreciate you sharing your experience in that. And I'm so glad for your sobriety, because I know that's really important. And nobody wants to be doing this. This is not good. This is not a good look.
And when you travel and you know more about the country and you look at the Constitution and you study what the president's actually doing and you take out all the negativity, all the maligning, all the deception, all the things they don't tell you. They tell you this, but they don't tell you that. And you start thinking for yourself with God giving you the correct thoughts.
Oh.
And you change your life.
That's important. I'm glad you made that distinction, because once an addict, always an addict. Whether you are actively participating as an addict is a choice for the addict. But yes, that's a very important distinction. And thank you for sharing that.
And you start crushing it. And one last thing before I end the video. If you were to go down this road.
Oh, yeah. I don't think you do.
Just like I'm experiencing it. Seems like
I suspect that's absolutely the case. That's, yeah. Oh, I understood clearly. Don't worry. I've had to, work with patients, obviously, especially having studied psychiatry, and part of our rotations training to be registered nurses was working in addiction specialties, going to NA meetings, AA meetings, and working with these populations. Actually, we did projects on that. So they did make us very aware, because obviously in healthcare, we do deal with people with addiction issues quite frequently. And so we are very educated on that. So I appreciate your honesty and wanting to share that. And congratulations, because staying sober is difficult. And I think Tim might be having some difficulties. And maybe if he actually got correct help, and guided, it might be better. Because something is going on. And that also could be the reason why Tim looks like he's gaining weight in his abdomen too, just to say.
Daily basis. I asked God, I said, God, why is there, I've been praying about it, why is there like an increase in things coming against me, evil coming against me, the devil attacking me? And we know what we're talking about.
Yeah, they don't really seem to have him around the grandson too much, and there's probably a reason. I think they were probably very unhappy that they were supposed to go to Dollywood, and Tim did not want to spend that money, and all he wanted to do was go and get a Goldwing motorcycle, of which he then turned around and sold less than 6 months later. Priorities, Tim. So if those are your priorities, you cannot anticipate. And I don't think he really cares. I think he just likes the recognition of having children and a family, and being able to get happy Father's Day and people sending him buy me a coffees without ever having. And Darling did a very good video about that. I'm sure many of you have checked it out. Darling really pointed out that Tim doesn't do the work as a father. He just wants the title, but this is not a man that's doing anything for his family other than embarrassing them, in my opinion.
And I'll tell you why. He said, clear as day, because you're trying to do the right thing, because you're following me, because you have excommunicated people, because you have removed toxic people.
Yeah, my real father was a heavy drinker. And I did not have a relationship with him at the end of his life. So I'm not sure, but he passed away very young at 62.
things from your life because you talk about that on your platform and you're discouraging people and they're worried and they're terrified that they're going to lose whatever footing they had with what makes them.
I would love to go to Dollywood. I would love to go. I love theme parks. And that's one, the food, some of the funnel cakes and stuff. I might not do a turkey leg or something, but there's other things there I would definitely enjoy. I do like today I ate hush puppies, man. I love some Southern food. I had hush puppies and some mac and cheese.
Feel good, what feeds their flesh. And so that's why Donald Trump gets attacked. That's why I get attacked. That's why you can be attacked.
What? No, Tim. We are just pointing out where you're very problematic on this platform. You've met with subscribers and you literally took off with somebody's you should have just never have, you know what? They say you never should have borrowed those golf clubs, Tim. That was the right thing to do in the first place. No matter if Johnny had insisted. You should have said, no, I need to go just get a pair of golf clubs, write it off in my taxes. For all that money you were being sent, Tim, you could have gone and bought yourself a pair of golf clubs and avoided all of this. But no, I think you had it in your mind somehow that you were going to, once they were lent, you were going to go off with them. It makes you look terrible, Tim. Being somebody in a position of power with a platform and to abuse it by taking something from somebody who watched your content is about as low as you can get on YouTube, sir. It really is. Despite the fact that Johnny is a heart transplant recipient, just that act alone makes you an absolute low-cal on this platform. You do not go around and take your subscribers, stuff like that, sir, without providing some type of value. That's just really wrong. One thing is people, if they want to send tips or, you know, support the channel, especially with streamers, you know, yes, I get people who join my community. If people have had enjoyed my content, having a really good time, they might tip me at the end of the stream or whatever, because that's kind of the culture of streaming. And that's just how it goes, Tim. If I don't get tipped, I don't care. If I get enough views coming through, I'll make enough on the AdSense and the ad revenue. I'll get enough views afterwards. It doesn't bother me. It's all promotion to me. Hopefully it will grow my channel and get more people's eyeballs on this content and seeing what a charlatan you are. That's just my only hope. And then what I do make for this channel, it helps me pay for my dogs, which are big dogs, and food and vet bills aren't cheap. So, and if I could take this channel and grow it and get a place where I could get, you know, something more larger to bring in dogs that are, you know, unwanted from the pounds, because there's always like a, you know, these pit bulls and stuff. I would love to do that one day. I actually have like a mission and something that I would love to really achieve with this channel other than supplementing my Social Security income.
And will be, if you even come close to start talking about God and removing things from your life and drugs and drinking and certain people and places you go. And
thank you, Thomas. I appreciate the shout out for my banner. Yes, I finally decided. It's been there all along. But I've seen it on other streaming channels. And I said, you know what? I want to look more like a streamer. I need to work on my studio. So I can have more than just coming to you from the kitchen in Virginia Beach. And actually, and I have it. I just never get time because I'm either working or, you know, doing the channel or, you know, I had an appointment this morning. So it's just, you know, life's, you know, but thank you. Yeah. And if I get more, yeah, you're fine. They call it a banner. I'm going to make sure that I can, increase the sub count and keep counting down to trial day, just to ultimately the maximum trolling of Tim. Hey, I'm going to admit it.
As soon as you do that, and is that going to be less of a life? Like, oh, you're asking me to give up all my fun, my carousing, my drinking, my pill popping, my pot smoking, my Tic Tacs, and my Facebook channels, and my YouTube garbage, and all of this, and the places I go, and the titty bars, and all that.
What? Why are you talking about titty bars in a chat about God? Can you hear what this man's talking about? That's why I had to come live today. One, I can't film the thing I wanted to film for my client because the weather has taken my ability to film anything without just absolute noise in the background. So that's why another reason why I need to get my studio so I can film stuff easier. But anyway, he is just on a roll, man. He is sauced. He is sauced today. Talking about titty bars and a morning message about God. God can change everything. Gosh, I'm going to have another piece of comfort chocolate, guys.
You telling me I got to give all that up? What fun is life? You only go around once, man. I'll tell you what it's like.
Yeah,
it's like a really magic thing that happens. He just gives you the thought that you're happy, that you're content, you're peaceful. All of a sudden, all those materialistic things that the devil puts in front of you that you need, a car, a house, a wife, a husband, money, or whatever, he's going to provide those things. But they're not the important things anymore.
Huh?
The important things for you is you feel and look good, you're healthy, and you just feel happy. You're just happy with doing nothing or something or all of it. That's good stuff. That's good for you. And then the blessings. After you've achieved a certain level and you are on cruise control now.
My goodness. Yes, I'm on the comfort chocolate having to hear this. I'm not going to lie. I need to stop. I have an obsession with, and obviously not sponsored. Oh my gosh. I'm going to have to put a product link to like a Walmart or something. I am up. Yeah, he's on regular speed. Sounds like a speed. Yeah, this is regular speed. This is, yeah, he is crazy. Dark chocolate Reese's cups. I like the dark chocolate more than the milk chocolate. There's the little, and I like the miniatures too. Oh my God. You got to keep away. Oh, they're so good.
This is part of your life. It's become as much of a habit as the other old habits were. You've replaced them. It takes work. You got to do the heavy lifting. But once you do that, and you've proven yourself, and you get some more stripes.
Yeah, I have a minor dark chocolate Reese's. Drop your favorite chocolates or whatever your favorite sweet is in the chat. I have always loved Reese's cup, but I have to say the dark chocolate has been, and then Trader Joe's, they do some dark chocolate peanut butter cups too. I have to stay away. It's the peanut butter and the chocolate all day long for me. It just is. It's got to be one of the best combinations of sweet and salt. You just can't beat it. You just can't beat it. I'm not going to lie.
That's when God says, all right, I can now trust you with a little bit more.
He is.
I can now trust you by blessing you with these things that you think or used to think you want. Maybe you never did want them, but he's going to give them to you because you deserve them. Just like you do your children that made you so proud with their grades, the respect to their elders.
Tim, you weren't even around for your children. So how do you know? Jeez, this is when he starts talking about his kids. I'm like, it doesn't seem like you were around really for your children, Tim.
And everything else that just, you couldn't be prouder of how your kids turned out. And not everybody's had that fortune.
Oh, no.
A lot of times these kids get in trouble. They get around other people.
Yeah, you got to keep the sweets in the house for the kids. Give them the chocolate graham crackers. This is what I have as my, if I don't, I always say, no, I can't eat but so many candies. So I get the Kroger chocolate graham crackers. And they kind of don't have the amount of sugar, but they kind of take my chocolate desire away because I do love chocolate. I'm not going to lie.
Peer pressure, and that's a lack of parenting. That's a lack of that you didn't instill the direction they needed, and it's not just from you that you didn't instill God into their life when they were young. See, when I was a kid, I was afraid that God would see me though.
even though my parents didn't see me, but God can see me.
Yeah, you didn't worry about that, Tim. You told us you took the tips from the waitress, and then when they tipped out, you still took the money. So you stole their tips and then took the tip out too.
If I do this, I had that fear. I told you the story. My brother and I, we wouldn't even lie, because if we thought the other was lying, we would just simply say one thing, say, swear to God. And we wouldn't do it. We wouldn't do it because we were instilled.
That's another reason why I can't keep them very often in the house either, because I can't be trusted. But I've had this bag for a couple of days, so I've been doing pretty good. That's why I get the little miniature ones, because I feel like if I eat a couple of days and then I'm just like happy for the day, but then like counting them too, so I'm like, oh, okay, I can't have any more. So it kind of keeps it controlled. But I don't do it very often. I feel like, oh, I'm being really spicy getting a bag of chocolate.
That God sees us, that God rewards us, that God will get you. Now, he's not a mean God, but he has punished people in the Bible. Read the stories. He will correct you, just like your parents corrected you.
I do love a snack. I am a cheese and cracker. I have to be cautious because I sometimes I just do. I love a nut and a peanut, and I will just do like fruit and stuff. That reminds me, I need to clean my raspberries before they go bad today.
With a belt
I gotta do some fruit.
Spare the rod, spoil the child. But all these things today, they're not preached.
What is he? This is 40. He's going to talk for another 10 minutes. Keep going, Tim. What are you talking about? God can change it. What is this? What is this morning chat?
Not talked about. They're not instilled in their children. A lot of people, not everybody. A lot of part of our country that's, I don't know if it's a city or what it is. Go to the South, you still got more of that. It's still entrenched. And then you go to these bigger cities and stuff, and it's just dog eat dog. People doing whatever. It's sad.
I'm going to be going out to dinner and getting a drink. I don't really celebrate.
And so I say these things. I make these videos, and I have no idea, none.
What I'm not going to come on intoxicated. That's for sure. And I would have a right to as well, because I'd be celebrating. Tim just doing this because he's not happy. This is wild, guys. I don't like to set things up and try to say that I think somebody is imbibing and coming on live, but there is something not. This is a very odd Tim. This is
good they'll do, whose ears they'll reach, but it's coming from me.
You like dark chocolate.
And I can tell you what I've experienced, and I have experienced some sad losses on giving up lots of things, including foods. And even though I still cheat a little, I'm weak, I get back on the horse because I totally don't just, go for it like I used to. Like eat anything like it's free. I totally don't hang around certain people.
Yeah,
I have totally ostracized certain places. And
yes, it's helpful when patients could adhere to some lifestyle changes as well as just taking the medications. It's helpful.
People. I totally have been aware from God that people that say one thing will do another. That you just can't take people's word for it. They're turned.
We skipped over probably a good portion of it. He rambled for 53 minutes, guys. And like I said, I usually speed it up, but he sounded too normal. And I think it's important to hear his speech today.
Coats, they'll turn on you.
Unfortunately. Oh, no.
They're good. Like I say.
Not the turncoats again, Lord. Here we go. The turncoats.
Like the gangster kids, remember? They're good as long as you're part of them. But the second you say, there's something, I don't want to do this anymore. I want to be good.
Yeah,
I want to go this way. I don't want to be part of this crime or evil or drugs or whatever. And then they come down on you. Fiercely. You expose them, like I try to do sometimes here, of this hate that's out there. They can't stand it. And so they attack. They attack your person. They attack your family. They attack your friends. They attack your places of business.
I don't attack your family. Your family seem like they're probably very nice people. I think it's a shame. They don't want to probably be dragged into to this, Tim, but I'm nothing against your family. I don't know them. They probably actually, I try not to really make commentary when your family's involved. And when your daughter and you were visiting, I didn't make any commentary about your children, because that's something that I do try to draw a line at. I say you're not a good father to your children, and that's different. Because I don't think you are. And I don't think you should, do this and then dump yourself on your daughter, especially if you hadn't really provided for her for most of her life. She shouldn't have to take care of you in your old age. That's just my thought. But I feel like that's your backup plan in your mind. Hospice daughter.
And they use people. They convince them, hey, you like that attention he was giving you? We'll give you more attention.
Oh, bye, Catherine.
Just join us.
Thank you.
And the person just takes...
Hey, Catherine, thank you so much for stopping in. And I hope the day goes well. We appreciate your moderating. Because I know you guys have busy days. So, you know how I am. If you guys can come in and help, we would appreciate it. It helps the community. Thank you, guys. Because I always appreciate the moderators because they do this for the love of the game. I haven't reached a place where I can afford to pay my mods anything. One day, hopefully. That would be great.
Morality they had, which apparently wasn't as strong as they thought it was. And we've all felt weak. I'm not over criticizing, but I'm saying they're like, yeah, I would like that money. Yeah, I would like that attention. Yeah, I would like that drink again. Yeah. And you're saying it's okay?
That's telling, isn't it? Oh, isn't that telling? I know Tim doesn't think that he might be revealing himself, but the fact that he specifically mentioned, oh, you want that drink again? And he's like right at the end of that video. Then, I know, but hey, I would love to. Because I know we get some trolls. Whack-a-mole. So yeah, Tim, that was telling, kind of. You think that everybody just wants to be on YouTube for the attention? I literally am trying to perform a public service, believe it or not. And there's so many healthcare professionals who agree that we need to be here doing this more. That it's harder for us to come out and talk about topics around health and medicine because we have to put a lot of disclaimers out because we're not treating people. We're not diagnosing people. We can't really recommend a health regimen, beyond sort of basic lifestyle tips. We can't say take this, that, and the other, because that would be against our ethics and our licenses. So what is frustrating is having unlicensed individuals who feel that they can tell people what to do about their health, tell them to not take their medications, tell them to not listen to their healthcare professionals. And you don't have any worries about it because you have no ethics, you have no licensure, you have no code of conduct that you're following.
All right. And then they join up again. They fall. And they're making huge mistakes. And then all of a sudden they start seeing in their life where God starts correcting them like, you remember what you did? Now look what you didn't get. Now look at what you could have had. You were I digress.
Oh, I'm sorry.
But it's happened to me.
I'm sorry, Anna. That is stressful. And 86 and having him coming in with somebody you're already finding might be difficult to get on with. I hope you can find solace and us as the community just giving you a break and a laugh. How about that? Even though hopefully Tim won't trigger you too much. Because he triggers anybody who's probably had a deadbeat dad.
Hey,
in my opinion.
It's happened to me. So I don't know why I spoke about this. I don't know where it really started going. I just get up here, folks, and turn the phone on and start talking.
That's okay, because I've made sales almost up to $1 million in one company. So I guess I'm really good because I actually did business to business sales, not business to consumer, Tim. And that's much harder. And that's where the money is. But Tim's just a business to consumer. B2C. I did B2B. Very different.
Okay. And I did want to read the devotional. I'm going to do it separate because
God.
it's right here.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people,
his eyes wonky because he's probably not sober, in my opinion. Look, he's still going.
well, I shouldn't say a lot of people because I don't get the views on that, but a lot of people want to see it again.
No,
they want to
don't.
hear it. And hey,
Yes.
I do a little bit of elaboration.
That's a very nice thing to say, Thomas. That is correct. God does see her kindness towards his dad. Yeah, that's true. That is true. But I don't know what God thinks about me with Tim. Probably not very kind, but maybe I'm doing a public service by trying to keep people away from Tim. How about that? Maybe that's why God has me. Maybe that's my mission from God. Because I always think, like, with my calling, like, I work Sundays with my pediatric patient. That's because, you know, that's where I'd rather be on a Sunday. Because that's what I feel. I love being with my little patient. She's adorable.
And then I just read it. And if it's something, like I said, different people get through to different people. And if it's just one more thing that's getting through to you, it's nothing but good, folks.
Yeah.
It's only good. This is not Satanistic stuff. This is.
I know. I'm always hoping you'll win a membership, Ann. So I'm always keeping my fingers crossed that one day one of these gifted memberships or one of the ones that comes from me or however will land your way. So I'm always hoping for that for you because I know you really want to get one and join us. So I don't know how they randomly come out.
Godly stuff. This is good for you. So thanks for watching. Going to have a good day out here today in South Florida, over here on the Sun Coast, down in Sarasota, Bradenton, coming to you from my beautiful 24 Flagstaff camper that I live full time in.
Thank you, Thomas. That's so generous of you for that super chat. I didn't even want. I'm not trying to beg, but why not? Let's just bring the judge out.
I simply asked. I said, I wish I could have that's dry begging. Well, I mean, you know what that is.
And just getting the like our little army community together, trying to make sure that Sarasota Tim cannot do more harm to his subscribers and maliciously flag people trying to make commentary about this person, because that's what he did to me. Dino had a channel, I think, that went down. Darling has been struck. Zachary Michael has been struck. Buckeye Gordon has been struck. I think Blind Views was struck. Atomic Sage was struck. Oh, there's been a ton. I've been struck the most, though. I probably hold the record at 10 strikes. So thank you for that. I appreciate it. And we are marching into Tim's mind at all times. Oh, thank you, Dirty Jersey. I appreciate it. Go get this blackguard exposed. That might have been an earlier one from Dirty Jersey, so I appreciate that, Dirty Jersey. If I did not see it earlier, I am so sorry, Dirty Jersey. I know you are a wonderful supporter of this channel, and thank you. I'm just not looking, so it just shows you. I am so like into the react. I'm not even looking at my chats and my supers. So I really appreciate it, guys. It does help me keep those pups going. And, you know, and Tim loves to see this popping up on here. He just loves it. It just makes him so happy. He actually complained to the judge that I had a live stream, which I, you know, the time I raffled to read Tim's letter for $100. Oh, Dirty, thank you. You are so wonderful, Bertie. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm going to make sure you all get thumbs up from me. Thumbs up. Yeah. Thank you. I'm going to make sure thank you, Dirty. I'll give you a big love heart there, too. Let me get over here. Guys, I appreciate it. And the dogs really do, because they are the ones that actually benefit the most from this endeavor. That's why I'm always telling them, you got to let mommy work. This doesn't feel like work. It's absolutely enjoyment. Tim, it's a prison job. We know that what my jobs actually are. And thank you, guys. I appreciate it.
Actually ask you, since
he got upset. Sorry, to finish my story. He got upset and complained to the judge that I charged that one time for the letter to be read. And I almost do that sometimes to troll other people too. So I appreciate when you guys play along with it. And obviously YouTube gets a chunk and then the puppies get the other chunk. So I really do appreciate it. And like I said, my goal is one day, I'm not like Tim. I'm not trying to buy motorbikes. I'm trying to get a house that I can put a bunch of dogs in because I'm insane like that. I just want to rescue dogs. That's pretty much it.
Subscribers have gone down. I don't know who it was.
The subscribers have gone down. The phone died. Oh, I appreciate it though. You guys, I really do appreciate you guys more than you realize. And it's one of the things that inspires me to come out. And, because I've really, had a lot of work and just busy. So sometimes, my energy is not there, but I like to vary the times that I live so I can catch everybody. But you guys have been fantastic support. And I can't thank you guys enough.
Unsubscribed, if there's a glitch with YouTube, or if it was just all the ghost subscribers that I had that are being purged out. Because there's a lot of people that did subscribe a long time ago and they stopped watching years ago. They watched the YouTube video, they subscribed, and they took their social.
No, I haven't. Well, you know what? That's a funny story. Because at one point, many years ago, I almost thought about doing that. Selling the condo and getting some of the money out of it and getting an RV and traveling as a registered nurse and going around. And because it's very difficult sometimes with the contracts to get a place to stay and get, an easy lease. And so I kind of thought about it. And I know there's many a travel nurse who does it. But since I have dogs, I'm thinking to myself, how do I keep them? It's going to be tough where I can go. The dogs are going to be locked up for a long time in the day. This is when I even had smaller dogs, a long time in the day when I'm at work. And it just, for my passion for puppies, it just never worked out. And so I ended up finding travel assignments that actually were sort of within my home region that I was able to do. And then I just kind of transitioned into what I'm doing now. But the goal has always been at some point to try probably, going into, say, North Carolina more where, I have family originally from North Carolina and going down that way where I can get a piece of land, maybe in a little house and just doing stuff with puppies. I mean, that's really what I would love to do. It's not going to be like that's something that I would make a channel about. I know there are channels about that. But if this channel ever got anywhere, my extra money, I would love for that to be what it does. That's just my personal goal. But, I don't have the lofty expectations of getting to 100K subscribers like Sarasota Tim does. I don't think my commentary channel would ever grow like that. And I'm okay with that.
Security, and they got their answer, and they've never looked at even YouTube again. So we all have those subscribers. I mean, even a guy that's got 1 million subscribers doesn't get 1 million views on every video.
Yes, court is absolutely open. It's going to be very rapid. So I'm just going to let you know it's at 9:30 a.m. and it's probably going to be over in about 10 or 15 minutes. But everybody is obviously America's legal system is open. And so as long as, everybody's just there to fairly listen to a trial, it is absolutely open to the public. But I will let you know there's no recording devices and smart watches. So there are some restrictions coming into the courthouse.
All these people aren't watching every video. But if you are watching and you like content like this, and it's not a religious channel.
Congratulations on being a member now for 5 months, DJ Shelly Shell. Good time to use this milestone chat. Thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate you being such a wonderful member and such a great member of the community. Just we enjoy having you here.
Please consider subscribing and hitting the thumbs up. That does support me greatly. Hitting the thumbs up, as someone mentioned in the comments the other night, does that help you? Absolutely. Because anytime you're indicating to YouTube, to the algorithm, hey, I enjoyed that content. The algorithm says, oh, they like it? Well, let's put it out there for more people to see it. Because the more people that see it are the more...
Right, you really want more people to see how intoxicated you potentially look on this video today, Tim? Okay, how about it, mate? promise you, if I've had a drink and I feel, I think one time I probably did have a drink. If I'm going to have a drink, I'm not going to come on. It's not going to happen.
More people that watch those commercials, and the more widgets and products, those people paying us money to advertise their products on YouTube, the more.
You are fine. Your support, look, hey, I just appreciate the support. You know that. And I know you've been very generous with this community. And get the goose porch.
The more money they make, and the more money they make, the more money they keep spending with us to advertise. And the better the content is from the creator that gets those eyeballs to watch. Don't you see? It's always about the money, folks. So subscribe to the channel.
Subscribe. This is Tim. To 5 more minutes, he's going to go, guys. Can you believe this? This was a rough one today, guys. It's getting to him. It really is. There's something going. I can't even know. I don't even know if we'll get anything tonight. I know he put out one other video where he headed off to the golf course. We won't bother to watch that. That was worthless.
Give a thumbs up. Watch the commercials a little longer than you have to before you can skip. And so many of you have obviously been doing that. And it has, I don't know why I haven't been asking a long time before. It has truly made a difference.
I am hoping that once I'm out of the courthouse, obviously, that I'll probably go grab a bite to eat, and then I'm hoping to go live. I don't know if I'm going to go live because I tend to just want to leave. So I'm trying to figure out, because of the heat. So it's going to be probably not very comfortable for me to sit in my car and stream. So I'm trying to figure out, will I just, do a quick update, or would I rather probably sit down and, just let everyone know what happened. So I'm probably going to do that instead. Just get home and sit down and just tell everybody what happened. But I hope I am going to do it that day. Oh, absolutely. Well, I'm going to let people know. Probably not from the parking lot, though. I'm a little shy when it comes to that stuff, I have to say. And
my revenue that I get from YouTube, because that is what pays the bills. Also, a lot of you do use my Amazon link for your shopping. That supports me. If you want to click on the Amazon link on my YouTube channel, and it'll take you to a product, and then from there, you just type.
That's cute. Oh, you and Grandma will have fun sharing some, because I know Grandma's very crafty. I'm terrible. I'm not going to lie.
Type in what you're going to buy. And if you shop on Amazon a lot and you use my link, Amazon's not going to charge you 1 cent more for what you're going to buy.
Oh, my goodness, Tim. Where was the talk about God and positivity? Where was the God can change everything in this? Did anyone hear anything about God, really, other than Tim talking about, God and the demons? But what is this today?
If you just go to your own Amazon, or if you go through my Amazon link, it just supports me. And if you're willing to jump through that hoop, I mean, look, I tip my hat, because that is a lot.
I don't know. I hope you saw that. Thank you for the super dirty jersey. I didn't catch it earlier because a lot of times I'm on the other screen, but I wanted to thank you so much for your generosity. Thank you.
To do. And if you don't want to fool with it, I really don't even blame you. And for those that talk about tip, want to actually tip this channel through my support link called Buy Me a Coffee. If you would like to buy me a coffee and support this channel through a tip jar, feel free to do that. There's a link in the channel that you can do that as well. And many, many of you have done that, and very generously too.
I know. It's because they think that it's like a war with the communities, which, is benefiting you, Tim. So that's why you keep putting these videos out, even when you don't appear like you're sober.
I might add. Recently. Oh, by the way, before I go, let me show you through the tip jar what I was able to purchase.
I know. Oh, yeah, we definitely need some drops in here. One, why has this not come out?
2 hours later.
I mean, that's what people think about. 2 hours. So that makes sense. And then, of course, yeah, absolutely.
No. I simply asked. I said, I wish I could have that. That's dry begging. Well, I mean, you know what that is.
Ah, she really is. Come on, Tim, finish it out. Jesus Christ.
So through my kids and what they gave me for Father's Day, but it's all the same thing.
Oh, yes, that's right.
A lot of you have been recently supporting the
Oh,
channel.
this is Tim gets so excited because he's going to share some hardware.
Through your gifts and donations. I bought back up here a little bit. I bought a vacuum.
Because he hides it at the end of his videos, and he has a very high trust score on YouTube in the algorithm bots because of that one Social Security video. So this is kind of where YouTube systems are not great.
This is a bagless vacuum. It is a
yeah, he's just out.
BISSEL Bissell featherweight. It's not just a vacuum though, folks. Wait, there's more. You can remove, you pull that out. I've got the cord around it. And this part.
Yeah, his kid sends him buy me a coffees so he can write it off in his taxes. You know you're supposed to claim that, Tim.
Comes off. And then you have this handle. And then this part. I don't want to hit it.
Good. Oh my gosh. Tim's going to be returning that then. How many people want to guess that thing's going to get returned? I have a Dyson, Tim, the animal one, because obviously I've got dog hair everywhere. Sometimes I just walk. I have the Swifters with the animal ones, like physically for all the dog hair. I just literally walk around the house sometimes, just like all day long with the so much dog hair. Wild.
Here it comes. Comes off.
I know it can't work anything.
Now I have this. Remember, it's bagless. You just pull this piece off and you empty it into the trash. And then someone asked me, I
used to love the disposable bag type too. I have to say Dyson doesn't do bags, and I do like a Dyson. So, but before that I had a bag. And a lot of people like that because it gets all, you take it all away. So, yeah.
My daughter doesn't have that thing, that skinny piece that goes down in between your seats for like your car or your couch. It does. Right. I have it in there in the bedroom. It's just a little stick that goes in here that fits in this hole, and it has a spout on the end like that, even skinnier, smashed down so you can get it in there. But I want to tell you this.
Yeah, this thing's going to get returned. It's, we know that. We already know this is getting returned. And why are you bringing this? I mean, oh, good for you, Tim. This is not a home. I know it looks nice in the background. It looks new and stuff, Tim. It's the nicest thing you've ever owned in your life. But it's not going to hold up. It's not made to live in full time. They don't make these things. The moisture, the mold, it's not there, Tim. It's not going to be long before it looks bad.
There was thousands of reviews on this. $29.99. There was thousands of reviews, all like almost 5 stars out of all those reviews. And when you push it, also the cord, one of the first things that impressed me.
I know. I did have my eye on Walmart has and I know it's a stick one too, but I often want to get under my bed easier. But anyway, with the dogs, I just want to be vacuuming all the time. I'm not gonna lie. And there's the one that they have. It's the Dyson, but it's the stick, but they have the charging station. That's the hanging charging station. It's all in one. I think it's just under $500. I love that thing. Oh my God, Ray, you just did it.
No. I simply asked. I said, I wish I could have that's dry begging. Well, I mean, you know what that is.
I'm dry begging a brand deal with Dyson. Like that would if they saw how much dog hair, maybe they would. Wouldn't that be awesome? God, I would love for them to reach out to me and be like, we're going to get you this. God, that would be awesome. It's not my content though, so I doubt I'm ever going to get offered a vacuum cleaner. Tim is trying to get one of those. This is a pure bag.
It's a thick cord. I thought, $29.99 is going to be a cheap cord. This is a heavy-duty cord. And long.
Yeah, it's going to be
I plugged it in back there behind the coffee maker, and I was able to go all the way back to the bathroom there to the floor.
Oh,
and
my goodness, Tim. Hold on. Why hasn't this been out yet?
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
I can't believe I haven't dropped that the whole entire way through this react. Because this guy has been the most disjointed, I
just plug it into the bathroom in there to get into the bedroom and do it. But when I push it on my rugs and on the floor, the hard floor that's around the rugs, let me show you.
Great.
This thing, I needed this terribly bad. This thing is fluffing up my rugs again because I'm stepping on them all the time and they get wore out. And I don't want to have to take them outside and shake them. This is so much easier. And then I just run it across, the bathroom when I shave or trim my beard, things are flying out of that razor.
Oh, that sounds like a great review for that. Because usually when you spend about $30 on an electronic item, it's going to work really well. Dice Abyssal will reach out. Demons are on the way. Yes. If I pray hard enough on it, maybe Dyson will give me a contract. I mean, I have the Dyson Animal Ball too, or something like that. I have a plug-in vacuum. But I used the one that's like the cordless one at one of my patients' homes, and it's pretty powerful. It just hangs on this stand, and I have to say I'm pretty impressed by it. And it seems to take up a lot less room than the other. So obviously, will I get one? No, until the other one dies, which I thought I almost killed it the other day because it sucked up a pen. It's that strong. But yeah, I'm a fan of a Dyson.
They're down there on the floor. I'm blind. I can't see them. And I sweep. And I have a dustpan. I'm a clean guy.
I mean, you do keep that kitchen tidy behind you, Tim. I'm going to give you that.
But this is sucking it up. And it's I can just run it.
I remember the time when he had all the papers from all the things that were being sent by the Secretary of the Commonwealth sitting all here for the court case that one time. I recognize my manila envelopes.
Really, it's fun even. And so
how is this the end of your video talking? I mean, yes, thanking the subscribers, but if you only had enough money to buy a $30 vacuum, Tim, that's not the sort of jingle jangle I thought you were getting in you buy me a coffee. You were saying it was so generous you felt embarrassed. I mean, that would be $100 tip or something. That's like, when you're like, wow, those people really, were generous, Not that every other tip, but I'm just saying for Tim.
I really like it. And I haven't even done the seats yet. But, taking this off and and not even putting that piece in.
I mean, I'm so busy. My housework is functional. Let's put it this way. I clean and then the dogs just do dog stuff. Oh, that will be something I've just looked forward to. Once I get all through all of this, that I'll actually have a day I can just clean. Like today, I've been really busy. I'm going to be cleaning actually after this because I can't do any more filming as far as for my brand deal because the weather is just so bad. It's just going to make it impossible. This is where I always get stuck, where I'm like, okay, let me get going with like what I need to do. And then the weather changes. I'm like, oh, and it makes it impossible. So that's why I'm going to make things different. But anyway, stop. I sound like a low cow like Tim. Stop, Ray. Stop.
And just running it around like underneath the chairs here and stuff.
I know.
Over the last...
like, why would anybody care about me talking about making my studio here? You just want to see it when it's ready. I need to. Tim, you're turning me into a low cow.
Few years, there's dust and stuff all around underneath the refrigerator. So anyway, that's just something I did want to share with you guys that I bought, and it was because of your donations and everything. And then
we'll go out to McDonald's and we'll buy someone a coffee behind me or breakfast or whatever today as well. And we'll spread the love and the wealth around. So thanks for viewing. Sorry the video was so long, but you know me, I just keep on crushing it.
Yeah, that was crushing something all right, Tim. Jeez. My goodness. Let's update it just to see how he's doing. Hold on. No, I don't want it right to there. Let me get everything from Sarasota Tim. Okay. Oh, my goodness. Let's see what he's got over here. I just wanted to see what his views were doing. Just over 1,000 views, which is not great for one of his videos. Probably because he's put the word God in it. He's not been ratioed, probably because nobody's even coming into this video today, which is just shocking. Well said. Listen to that. I can't believe this person, Tina, said well said. Did you not hear the slur? Oh my gosh. Oh, Bella's off. Just good morning, Tim. Get those haters. Oh, pounded that Amazon link last night. Well, Scott, you're such a good guy. It's just 1,000. I mean, just the same people have to put like 10 comments just to keep him alive. It's Bubba. I mean, just nobody can say anything. God is trying to build your faith in him, not people. Your trials are going to grow you closer to him. Yeah, okay. Tim is, I don't know where people think Tim is getting anything godly going on. All right, let's see. Oh my goodness. So how many videos do we have today? We have Tim just, he was going to play Tantum Ridge Golf Links chatting the way over. We're not going to watch this guy. It was a 30-minute, probably, Tim probably shouldn't be driving anywhere today from the looks of things from this morning. And then he looks like he's alone on the course today. And he's going to keep doubling down that he's going to be seen on this golf course. And I didn't see that he went and paid anything forward at a McDonald's. So that was a lie. All right, guys, let's finish out this poll. And we'll finish it out here. Oh my gosh, 185 votes. You guys are awesome. YouTube is going to be so happy. That's what makes YouTube happy. Okay, so Tim is not returning the clubs because finish the sentence today. So we did a little bit different today. He's a malignant narcissist at 68%. He pawned them and kept the bag at 28%. That is a very good point. There was a gentleman who made some commentary in the community. And he talked about pawning them. And at first I was like, well, the bag's there. And I was like, oh, well, he could keep the bag and pawn the clubs. Yeah, that makes sense. And wouldn't be the first thing probably Tim's ever pawned in his life. He truly was gifted them. Truth said 4% out of 186 votes. So, so that malignant narcissist kind of, is just he got to keep doubling down. And the fact that, either he has no content and that's why he also has to make the golf content. And then secondly, it's just him wanting to be on top. It's just like, and Johnny luckily is not really watching Tim. So this is really performative for Tim's audience, not for anybody else. I mean, that's the one that's, and he's losing subscribers. And I think it's probably what ended up happening is that he was teetering just over that 200 mark anyway. And so he probably had a few people unsubscribe who did not genuinely think that what he is doing, keeping those clubs, is a stellar thing to do. And so have said, no, I can't take this. I'm unsubscribing. That's not right. I think then if anything like that happened where maybe a number of people unsubscribed, YouTube might suddenly take a look a little bit closer at that channel to see kind of what happened. Like, why was there, it's little algorithmic bots might be like, hey, what's going on over here? This channel's not so popular, and it may have then started a little bit of a clearinghouse on any other dead accounts in his channel. So as his kind of subscribers fall, the trust that YouTube has that his videos are something that are good content for advertisers begins to fall. And so obviously it's always interesting to kind of see what happens in that respect. So I don't think Tim's channel is going in the direction that he wants. And if he just continues to not gain subscribers, it is possible that YouTube just starts to clean house on his account. And he might gain a couple of subscribers and then knock back down like mine, because my trust score is so low because Tim obviously put so many copyright removal requests on my channel that I get really audited. So when I put that road to 10K, this is the highest I've been able to get because I get really, audited on my subscribers all the time. And it could be dead accounts, people not watching, people who just aren't, bot accounts. Who knows? And, but yeah, so my subscriber count just doesn't grow. It hasn't really grown for the past year. And I know a lot of it is to do with that YouTube just does not promote the content. And I think as much fun as we have streaming and being in this community, it actually probably would go over to a bigger audience. I think a lot of people would enjoy us over here, have a lot of fun with the content. And so I really appreciate you and your commitment to the community, because it's really, you guys are what keeps this platform being promoted. And I really can't thank you guys enough, because Sarasota Tim has definitely tried to bury me. And I've refused to be buried. And our community has refused to be buried. And so I really appreciate it, because it's been a fight, guys. And a lot of creators would just be like, oh, I am out. I bail out. But I don't like bullies. And I certainly don't like people who steal from people who are heart transplant recipients. And I don't like people that are, calling other people demons and this, that, and the other. I just am not a fan of any of it. And so I enjoy making commentary about it. So I appreciate you guys for enjoying the commentary. And I will say that we're not going to follow up with any of this anymore. So if you haven't had a chance, though, and want to hit the likes, yeah, it feels like 90. Oh, yeah. Well, Tim's got to get outside. And Fred and Raffaella could probably only tolerate him but so many days a week, because as you get older, I know for my grandmother, as she began aging, as, she became less tolerant to having visitors at the home, the noise. All of these things can actually become very stressful for older individuals. And so I just hope that Tim isn't dumping too much of his problems onto Fred and Raffaella, because usually older individuals, it is very stressful for them. They don't want to hear it. They don't want to deal with it. It's just because they can't. They don't want to deal with it. They've dealt with enough in life. They just don't want to deal with it anymore. They're piecing out on that garbage. That's one of the pleasures of getting older. It's like not involving yourself in the nonsense. And I don't think Fred and Raffaella certainly need to be dragged into yours, Tim. I certainly know that. We'll have to put a poll out. Sorry, I'm cleaning something up over here. We'll have to put a poll out in regards to Tim and his showing up to court in Virginia Beach. Just for the fun of it. All right, guys. If Sarasota Tim does anything, how did your umbrella make out? I actually didn't do too bad. Thanks for asking, Thomas. Today, I actually saw the clouds coming and heard the thunder. So I made sure before I came online that I folded it down and stuck it underneath a safe place. But it's actually is cotton, so it does surprisingly well in a downpour. And it can still stay pretty underneath, dry. It's crazy. It's a pretty decent outdoor umbrella. So it probably did a pretty good job rinsing the pollen off. But thank you. Yeah, I dodged a bullet. I really did. Yeah. I was surprised because it was, when it rains in Virginia Beach, anybody knows about East Coast, it is for somebody who grew up in the UK, who's used to rain, it's a different, heavier type of rain. It's really heavy. And these, tropical heat type rains, they really, well, not tropical, but the heat rain can be really crazy. Well, I appreciate everybody's generosity today. I really do. The pups appreciate it. Junebug has not moved from my side. She's staring at the skylight, wishing for the rain to go away. And I just hope that if everywhere that you are staying safe. The weather is treating you good. You're having a good day. And like I said, just make sure to hit the likes on the way out. And I just enjoyed having everybody here today. And thank you for the compliment on the banner. And I'd be surprised. Well, hopefully my subs won't go down and YouTube won't do a big clear out on me. Because I get it a lot. YouTube loves to knock me down, especially if I skip not putting a video out for a day or two. They would really do a purge on my account. So trolling Tim for the next 51 days and probably putting out content. Just be prepared, guys. And it's really just because I know Tim loves me being out here. So I appreciate you joining me with it. And yeah, thank you, Grandma. And also to Angel and Catherine, Sammy, our moderators, and just everyone in the community. And just what would the PSA from like Michael Jordan be like? Don't do drugs, kids, or something like that. Whatever. Don't do whatever Tim was doing this morning, guys. I tell you, it's rough. All right, guys. Take care. Talk to you next.
Life and Vibe, thanks so much. My queen, my Sarasota Tim expert.